What's up, YouTube? Let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku Puzzle for November 22nd, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, there will be a link in the description. And I am doing this a day later. So that is why I am solving it in Sudoku Pad today. I did not have a chance to get to the puzzle yesterday, so I'm going back today on Sunday the 23rd, and I'll do today's puzzle later as well. But I usually do the puzzle in the New York Times software, but since it's a day later, I now have to do it in Sudoku Pad, which is fine. Just so you know, that's why I'm doing today's puzzle in Sudoku Pad. So again, if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, there's a link in the description. So with that said, let's fill the grid. Okay, so we do have a 1 here we can place right away. Also an 8 right here. You can just see that. This 3 and this 4 are looking up right here, so we do have a 3-4 pair. And we already have our 4s. What about the 3s? 3 is going to be in one of these two cells. Over here, we don't know yet where 3 is going to go. Or we could go in, it's going to be in one of these 4 cells. I'm not going to mark that though. And we're left with a pair right here, which is going to be 2 and 5. So the 5 and the 5 point down here. 5 will be in one of these 3 cells. We can't do anything with the 2s yet, but let's look at the rest of this column. What do we need for the column? We need a 6, 7, and 9. So the 9, well, I'm going to pencil 9s right here. So 6, 7, and 9. All right, so 6, 7, 9, 6, 7, 9. This can only be a 6 or a 7. Okay. All right, let's look at this. 9 up here. Actually, we can pencil 9s, but we could do even better because the 9, the 2, and the 7 are both looking into this box. And so this is basically a triple right here. It is a triple. 7, 2, and 9. So let's just mark that. That's not going to be a 9. That's not going to be a 7. And this could be any one of them. Okay, so 9 is in one of these 2 cells, and 7 is in one of these 2 cells. And this is going to be a triple. Looks like that's going to be a 3, 5, and 6. So that's not a 6. Now let's look at this part of the column. Since we have a triple up here, this is going to be a 1, 4, 8. That's what these digits here are forced into these cells down here, 1, 4, and 8. And you can see this is not a 4. This cannot be a 1. So 4 is in one of these 2 cells. All right, 4 is going to be in one of these 2 cells because this 4 looks down. Okay, and I think that's all we can do there. So that was basically the New York Times trick. I noticed it by looking up this time into this box, but you could also see that 8, 4, and 1 in this column right from the beginning had to be down here in these 3 cells, and that would have given you the triple here and then this triple. And actually this 3, 4 points here, so that can't be a 3. So now 3 is in one of these 2 cells. All right. So we got 2 5s looking over here. Just going to look around the grid. 3 and 3. Okay. All right. Anything else? 1's going to be in one of these 3 cells. This 6 looks across, this 6 looks up. So 6 is in one of these two cells. We could place a 1 down here. This 1 looks down, this 1 looks across. So that's a 1. It's going to put 1 in one of these two cells. It can't go here. And 1 is going to be in one of these two cells. All right, so let's look. What can we do here? 8's going to be up here somewhere. Okay, so let's see, we got the 4. Let's just go through each number before we move down to this band here. We got our 1s, we have the 8 marked, we have the 4 in here. What about 9? 9's going to be in one of these 3. I don't see much else going on up here, so let's look at this row first, because I don't see a lot. We already got our 5s marked. 6 is not helpful. 7, no, 7's not helpful. What about this row? We need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So this cell sees 1, 3, 4, 9. Let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this has to be a 2. So now 2's in one of these two cells. This 2 and this 2 look up here. So that's actually going to give us a 2, 3 pair. Look at that. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And we have a 1 here. So this has to be 2, 3 only. That means it's not going to be an 8. This is not going to be a 6. That means this is going to be a 6. That means this is going to be a 5. This is a 3. This is a 6. And we can come back over here and resolve that 2, 3 right away. This is going to be a 2. This is a 5. This is 9. This is 7. This is 2. We can finish this row now with a 7. We can finish this row since we have the 3, 4 pair. This is going to finish with a 9. And it looks like we have a 5, 8 pair right here. So that took care of a lot, that 2, 3 right there. Look at that. So let's move. I mean, it's just a lot to follow up on now. 2, 6. How about here? So we're down to 5, 7, 8. So this can't be a 5. Okay. 2, 1, 3. Oh, 9's going to be in one of these 3 cells. 5's going to be in one of these 3 cells. 7's going to be in one of these 3 cells. Just looking at all the digits we placed up here, trying to follow up on that. So 2, the 2's look down here. 2 is going to be in one of these 2 cells. So 5, I don't think we have any resolution there. There's no pair in there. There's a lot going on here in this box. Let's look at this column. We need a 1, 4, 5, 8. So let's just mark that. 1, 4, 5, 8. This can't be a 4 or 5. This can't be a 1. And that 1, 8 matches up with this 1, 8 right here. This is down to 1, 8. So we have a 1, 8 pair in this row. So this can't be an 8. Or it can't be a 1, I mean. So 1's going to be up here. The 1, 8 pair eliminates 8 from this cell. So that's a 7. Now 7's in one of these three. We can place a 7 here now. Wait, why? No, hold on. No, we cannot place the 7 yet. 7's going to be restricted here, but it could still go here. Okay. Where do I look here? Let's look at the rest of this row. We need a 1, 3, 4, 9. Looks like this is 1, 3, or 9, right? Yeah, 1, 3, or 9. This is 1, 3, 4, but not 9, and this is 1, or this is just 3, 9. Okay. Now we do have, I'm not going to use this because we don't really need to, but if you look at this, this is a unique rectangle. So I won't explain it really, because it's not really something that you usually need to apply for the New York Times. But this has to be a 4. Because if it was not a 4, you'd have 5, 8 here, 5, 8 here, 5, 8 here, and 5, 8 here. And there'd be no way to resolve that. There'd be no way to know which way it goes. So that means there would be 2 ways to solve the puzzle. And we know that the puzzle has a unique solution. So this is going to be a 4. But let's just keep looking and solve it with our normal techniques for the New York Times. But this is going to end up being a 4. I may resort to that if I have to, but I should be able to get it without doing that. All right, so where do I want to look here? I guess let's just look at this box. We need a 1, 4, 5, 8, 1, 4, 5, 8, 9. All right, so this cell here cannot be 1, 4, 5. It's just 8, 9. It's actually not an 8 either because of the 1, 8 pair. So this has to be a 9. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it can't be 8. That is a 9. Yep. Okay, so this is a 4. Come over here and place a 4 there. This is not 9. Come back over here. This is not 4. That's not 4. Okay, so we got a 1, 5, 8 left in this box. And actually, this is going to be a 4. See, 4 and 4 look down into this box. So this becomes a 4. That makes this an 8. That makes this a 1. That makes this an 8. This a 5. This a 1. This is a 5. Up here, we're going to have 8 and 5. Over here, let's see. We placed a 1 right here. So this is now a 3. That makes this a 9. That makes this a 1. Just clean all this up. No 5, no 3, no 5. So finish this column with a 4. 4 is going to be down here in one of these 2 cells. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 6, 7, 8. This one here is not an 8. So let's take those corner marks out. This is a triple. This is going to be a 1, 6, 7. That's not 1. That's not 1. So this must be a 1. We got a 6, 7 pair right there. So this is going to be a 2, 3, 5 triple. That's not 5. That's not 3. Looks like this has to be the 5. This has to be the 2. This has to be the 3. Let's see. We're left with, I believe, yes, just one place for 5 in this box. Let's go over here. We can see that this is down to 6, 8. So 8 goes there, 6 goes here. This is down to 2, 3. What are we down to here? This is actually a triple for the row, 6, 7, and 9. So this has to be the 7. Oop, 7. There we go. Okay, 6, 9. So 7's in one of these two. All right, let's look. Oh, we have a 6, 7 pair right here, so that forces this to be a 9. And we can finish this row with a 2. So now this is 3, this is 2, this is 4, this is 3, 6 and 9. This is going to be a 4. We finish this column with a 6. Okay, and that's a 7. 7 and 6. 7, 8. Oop. Yeah. There we go. 8 and 6. Oh, one more cell right here. Well, I was a little worried that that was an invalid solution there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What do we need? We need an 8 right there. All right, nice puzzle today. Definitely, I think this 2, 3 pair up here was very helpful. That seemed to resolve almost the entire top band. And then the other thing that I remember is this 1, 8 pair in this row. That was very helpful. And then also, now that I think about that, this single right here, this 2, we had the 1, 3, 4, 9 right there. So those 3 things were helpful. We also did have like the New York Times trick right here, this 7, 2, and 9. So you could either see that that forces a 2, 7, 9 triple. The other way you could see it would be looking at the 8, 4, and 1 in this column and seeing that that had to be down here. And then you could also see the 7, 2, 9 triple and the 3, 5, 6. So very interesting puzzle, a lot going on in there today. Let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll see you next time.